All right, your next comic coming to the stage. I'm so excited to see her. Put your hands together for Cheri.
Last time I did this, I forgot my glasses. Hang on with me. I gotta move this so you can see all of me. Now, it's really hot. Hang on a second. I am sweating like a fat lady. Okay. Last time I had this much light in my face, I kept getting questions thrown at me. Whose blood is that on your shirt? Where's your husband? Did you eat that cookie? Okay, I'm going to bond with you like he did in Flop as well. So I have a memory problem. And I'm not sure if it's from onset of Alzheimer's, all the weed I smoked in college. I'm kidding. I never went to college. But when I was a kid, I was about 9 years old, I had encephalitis. It's a brain fever, brain swelling, and it caused brain damage. And it affected my ability to remember things. Sometimes I forget words. I'll just hit a black hole, be standing. It's okay, it worked out for me. I got a government job. They don't notice a thing. They think I am focused. So I was concerned. I mean, ever since I was 9, so I've had this problem a long time. I was worried when I had my kids, I was pregnant, I kept thinking, I'm going to forget their birthday. So I had twin boys, lucky for me, on May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Who's going to forget that?
No one.
If it wasn't for tequila, I never would have gotten pregnant in the first place. It worked out for me. So back in those days, this is 1976, your kids, your boys, had to be over 5 pounds to get circumcised. So mine were about 3 months old before they weighed over 5 pounds. And so I knew Mom would take my twin boys, me and my husband, we go in, we take them in to get them circumcised, and the female doctor comes out, and the nurse, and they take them away. Because I was too nervous, I wasn't going to go back there and watch that. My husband, he takes off to go to the bathroom. Well, the doctor and the nurse come back, and they're laughing. I thought, what's so funny? She said, those are the tiniest penises I've ever seen. All of a sudden, I hear myself say out loud, like father, like sons. And with perfect comedic timing, my husband comes back into the room. Well, that didn't work out. So I was a single mom soon after. And one of my boys had cerebral palsy. Twin boys, James and Michael. James has cerebral palsy, and I would prop him up, and I'd throw the ball to his brother Michael, and Michael could catch it, throw it back, throw it to Skippy, to James. You don't mind being called Skippy. And he would close his hand after the ball went through, so he couldn't catch it, he'd be sad. So I thought about it and found that if I banked the ball off his head, he could catch, his little hands are closed, he'd catch the ball. Right? He was so damn happy that he caught that ball. And whenever I got frustrated as a mom, I would just tell him, you want to play catch? So now years go by, my boys are about 8 and my little guy Michael comes home and he's crying, he's sad. He says, Mom, a little boy called you a whore today at school. I'm like, sweetie, don't worry about that. You probably didn't know what that is. Next time somebody calls your mom a whore, you tell them, yeah, she is, and she's pissed your daddy still owes her $20. He did it. He come home the next day crying he'd gotten beat up. So I told him, if you're going to be a smartass, you need to learn to fight. That's when I taught my little boy how to make a fist so he could fend off those people with no sense of humor. So, let's see. So I raised him in the Bay Area for the most part, San Francisco Bay Area. So it was city, I'm a city girl, and they loved watching Dukes of Hazzard.
Hell yeah.
Being a city girl, it took me a while, but for the longest time I thought the character Cooter was called that because he was such a big pussy. I moved to Placer County about 20 years ago, and I am now fluent in redneck. And now I know it's something different here. I love Placer County. I'm gonna sidetrack. I'm on Douglas Boulevard at a stoplight. And in Roseville, people that don't know, that's a 6 lanes across. I'm at the stoplight. There's this guy walking across the street, jaywalking about a half a block up. By the time he gets to the other side, 4 Roseville PD roll up on him. No, I know what you're thinking. It was a white guy. And I thought, fuck yeah, I bought a house in Roseville. Only the criminal element doesn't like it when the man rolls deep. If you're a homeowner, fuck yeah, you want that. You want them coming, knocking on your door at midnight. Somebody's smoking weed in your backyard. But I love law enforcement, and I support those guys. My hat's off to them. They do a hard job. So I was standing naked in front of the mirror. I know, it's hard to believe. You guys, look at yourselves naked sometime. Takes a lot of balls. So I'm standing there looking in the mirror and I'm thinking, I'm fat. So I go to the doctor and she thinks it's something I ate. Now, that's not good enough for me. I want something more creative. It's not just the cookies I ate. I want it to be like this evil gnome comes into my bedroom at night when I'm sleeping and shoves an air hose up my ass. I like that story. Because I know I'm one big fart away from skinny. I will refrain from getting skinny tonight. So, I went to this naughty lady party. Yeah, and this lady looked like she felt sorry for me sitting there. She had to come over. She told me, you know, we carry crotchless panties up to size 5X. And my first question was, why? And she said, no, it's really sexy. What you do is you put your crotchless panties on, and when your husband comes home, you do leg lifts in the direction of the door. It's about then I realized this skinny bitch doesn't know shit about fat girls. I cannot get my leg high enough to get my thighs apart for you to see I got any panties on. Sexy lick my fat ass. Lord. All right. So, I just turned 60 about a month ago. And, thank you. And something that I notice a lot of women talking about is they cough, sneeze, or laugh real hard, they piss themselves. And it wasn't just women my age, it was young girls too, young women. And I was thinking, this is a problem I don't have. And I'll tell you why. All my life, since I can remember, I've been a kegling fool. You need to kegel, girls. A kegel, for the young children in the back that don't know. A kegel is when you tighten your vaginal muscles up. And in doing so, all the other muscles come into play to be tall, so you don't pee yourself. So, we'll give you an example here. Okay, girls, ready? Ready? Kegel? Kegel, hold it, hold it. Let it go. Alright? Come on. Ready? One more time, one more time. Kegel. Kegel, I've seen a couple of you rise. There you go. Any of you guys sitting next to a girl going up and down in her seat there? Good time tonight. Yeah, lucky fuckers. So now, if you really want to kick it up a notch, you want to go for the power pussy, you get you some Benoit balls. Now, again, for the children in the back, the Benoit ball is a little metal marble about that big around. Now, you need 2 of them, and you insert them into your vagina. And then you kegel to hold them in. And then you go back, yeah, I swear. You vacuum, you can dust. Now, they do come with a warning. If someone should enter and startle you, they could drop out. Now, if you got carpeting, that's good. You step on it. Nobody knows shit. You got hardwood floors. That little bastard's rolling away, throwing off a rooster tail. Harder to explain. Now, there's also a danger that I do have to warn you about. Let me wet my whistle. Oh, Lord, you guys catch your breath on it. Got cotton mouth for some reason. Oh, that's better. Okay, now there's a danger with Benoit balls. If when you're a dusting and you sneeze, you're going to dent your hardwood floors. Now, I skipped a bit. I'm sorry, I skipped a little bit there. Now, back in the warnings, if you want to avoid that Benoit ball rolling away and hitting your carpet, wear pantyhose. They fall out, they stick around your ankle. You don't have to explain shit. So now we're back to the danger zone. So you got to be careful about denting your hardwood floors. Now, if you're bent over when you sneeze, you're going to have a real hard time explaining to the vet how that cat's eye got shot. Which makes my mind wander. I'm thinking, wow, that could be like a new secret weapon for the military. Stay with me, stay with me. So, it could be like, they want women on the front line. It could like be Company P for Pink Pussy Bazookas. And they could just line up. Could you imagine the Middle East? Of course, we might bring peace about quicker, I'm thinking too. But then there's a downside to that, because I was thinking, yes, weapons always end up in the hands of the bad guys, right? Before you know it, somebody's going to be taking one in to 7-Eleven, robbing it. In the back. cookie in there too. Thank you so much.